Fear not, beloved child of God, for even in the darkest of times the light of divine restoration shines upon you. These words, filled with the power of heaven, remind us that even when life feels overwhelming, God's restoration is always available to us. He is a God of second chances, of new beginnings, of making all things new. Right now, you might feel lost or alone in your struggles. Financial worries, health concerns, relationship problems, these burdens can weigh heavily on your heart. But I am here to tell you that God sees you. He sees your pain, He hears your prayers, and He is working behind the scenes to bring you through this difficult season. Life can be tough. It often feels like an uphill battle, where every step forward is met with resistance. The weight of our struggles can be overwhelming, making it hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. We all face challenges and setbacks that leave us feeling discouraged and defeated. These moments can make us question our strength and resilience, and sometimes even our faith. You might be struggling to make ends meet, wondering how you'll pay the bills or provide for your family. The pressure of financial burdens can weigh heavily on your heart, causing sleepless nights and endless worry. You might be facing a health crisis, battling an illness that drains your energy and steals your joy. The uncertainty of medical diagnoses and treatments can be a source of constant anxiety and fear. Relationships can be tested, leaving you feeling heartbroken and alone. The pain of broken connections and the longing for reconciliation can be a heavy burden to bear. But listen to God's promise in Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 8. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. The Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. This assurance is a beacon of hope in our darkest times. Do not be afraid, do not be discouraged. These words remind us that fear and discouragement are not the end of our story. They are merely chapters in a much larger narrative where victory and peace are promised. No matter what you're facing, God is right there with you, ready to fight your battles and lead you to victory. His presence is a constant source of strength and comfort, guiding you through every trial. His love for you is unconditional and His power is limitless. In moments of doubt, remember that His love knows no bounds and His power can overcome any obstacle. He promises to never leave you nor forsake you, so take comfort in His presence and draw strength from His unwavering faithfulness. His promises are a foundation upon which you can stand firm, even when the world around you is shaking. Hold on to His promises, for they are your lifeline in times of trouble. When the storms of life rage, His words are the anchor that keeps you grounded. Trust in His plan, for He is always working for your good, even when you cannot see it. The Bible tells us in Mark chapter 10, verse 27, "With God, all things are possible." These words are not just a statement, but a promise, a beacon of hope for all who believe. They remind us that no matter how insurmountable our challenges may appear, there is a divine power that can turn the tide in our favor. Let those words sink deep into your heart. They are a call to trust and have faith, to believe in the unseen and the miraculous. When we internalize this truth, it transforms our perspective and gives us the strength to face any adversity. No matter how impossible your situation may seem, God is bigger than your circumstances. He is the creator of the universe, and His power knows no bounds. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that you are not alone. God is with you, guiding you, and providing for you. He can move mountains, calm storms, and make a way where there seems to be no way. His miracles are not confined to the pages of the Bible. They happen every day in the lives of those who trust in Him. Remember the parable of the mustard seed? It teaches us that even the smallest amount of faith can grow into something magnificent. It starts as the smallest of seeds but grows into a large tree, providing shelter and shade. This parable is a powerful reminder that our faith, no matter how small, has the potential to grow and flourish beyond our wildest dreams. In the same way, your faith, even as small as a mustard seed, can move mountains when it's rooted in God's power. It is not the size of your faith that matters, but the strength of the one in whom you place your trust. He sees the bigger picture and has a plan for your life that is far greater than you can imagine. Trust in His timing and know that with God, all things are indeed possible. Embrace this truth and let it guide you through every season of your life. Faith is the key that unlocks God's blessings in our lives. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6 tells us, "Without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to Him must believe that He exists, and that He rewards those who earnestly seek Him." When we trust in God's goodness and faithfulness, we open ourselves up to His abundant blessings. It's not about our own strength or abilities, but about surrendering to His will and allowing Him to work in and through us. Align your heart with His promises and watch as He opens doors you never even knew existed. In the midst of your struggles, it's easy to feel like God has forgotten about you, but I assure you, He is closer than you think. Psalm 34 verse 18 tells us, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. He sees your tears, He hears your cries for help, and He is working tirelessly behind the scenes to bring you restoration and breakthrough. You are not alone in your pain. God is with you, carrying your burdens and whispering words of comfort to your weary soul." Section 6. Sevenfold Restoration. A complete renewal. God's restoration is not just about restoring what was lost. It's about making you whole again, in every area of your life. It's about restoring your finances, your health, your relationships, your joy, your peace, your hope, and your dreams. Just like the 7 days of creation brought forth a complete and perfect world, God's sevenfold restoration will bring complete renewal to your life. He will rebuild the broken places, heal the wounded areas, and make you stronger and more resilient than ever before. Section 7. Abundance overflowing. Expect the unexpected. God's blessings are not limited by our human understanding. They transcend our expectations and often come in ways we could never have imagined. He is a God of abundance who delights in pouring out His blessings beyond our wildest dreams. His generosity knows no bounds, and His love is infinite. Malachi chapter 3 verse 10 says, "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house." This verse reminds us of the importance of giving and trusting in God's provision. "Test me in this," says the Lord Almighty, "and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." This is a powerful promise that encourages us to have faith and trust in God's abundant provision. When we trust in God's provision and give generously from the heart, we align ourselves with His will and open the door to His blessings. Our acts of generosity are a reflection of His love and grace. He promises to open the floodgates of heaven and pour out His blessings in abundance. This promise is not just about material wealth, but also about spiritual richness and fulfillment. He will exceed your expectations, bringing joy and peace into your life in ways you never thought possible. His blessings are often unexpected and come at the perfect time. Surprise you with His goodness, filling your heart with gratitude and wonder. His acts of kindness and love are a testament to His unwavering faithfulness and leave you in awe of His limitless love and generosity. Embrace the unexpected blessings and trust in His divine plan for your life. His love is boundless and His generosity is beyond measure. Section 8. Keep the faith, your breakthrough is near. The road to restoration may be long and winding, but don't give up hope. Keep the faith, for your breakthrough is closer than you think. Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 reminds us, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Continue to pray, continue to trust, continue to believe, and continue to hope. Don't lose sight of God's promises, for He is faithful, and He will make all things new in His perfect timing. Section 9. Your time of restoration is now. The time for your restoration is now. Open your heart to receive God's abundant blessings and step into the fullness of His plan for your life. Believe in His promises, trust in His timing, and watch in amazement as He works miracles in your life. Repeat after me: I believe in God's power to restore and renew. I trust in His timing and His plan for my life. I open my heart to receive His abundant blessings. My time of restoration is now. Believe it, receive it, and live it.